Hey everyone, I'm using this to hold the microphone. It's just easier that way. I got a chopstick and I thought, oh, I'll just clip it there because you can hear it get all ruffled and scratchy when you touch it, or I clip it to my clothes. So I just thought this would be easier. So I wanted to talk today about our language and how we use language, and to think of a language as a spell, right? The power of our words, the things that come out of our mouth. I know I've talked and I've touched on it before, but if you set an intention and you do an incantation and you're speaking the words out loud, you are spell casting. That's what you're doing. And most of the time, the things that we're saying are things that we don't want, are things that we don't like, are our problems, are the issues that we're having. And what we're doing without realizing it is we're reinforcing um, that thing that we don't want, and we don't even realize that we're doing it because our words shape our reality, right? So if you think about using your words, your language, and the words that come out of your mouth as a spell, you can start shifting how you speak. Okay? Now, we all know people who do nothing but complain. Um, that's all they do. Is every other word that comes out of their mouth is why they don't have this, or why this hasn't happened to them yet, or I don't understand. I'm a good person. Why does all this stuff keep happening to me? and and they don't realize that they're just reinforcing exactly what it is that they don't want, and they're casting a spell on themselves is what they're doing. They're not in the energy of attraction and abundance. They're in the energy of projection. They're in the energy of repelling that which they want. And so it's easier, and I know because I've done it, it's easier to do it with the words that come out of your mouth than it is to do with your thoughts. That takes more practice. I mean, we have so many unconscious thoughts in a day, we don't even realize it. But it's not as hard as you think it's going to be if you make and set the intention that you're going to catch yourself and you're going to stop speaking those words. Right now, I'm not saying if you're going through something and you're seeing a therapist and you have to talk out your problems, you're working through things. Obviously, we all have to process stuff. Like when something happens, we have to process it. I'm talking about when you're in that space. I just mean on a regular Monday afternoon, you pick up the phone, you're talking to your friend, and all you're doing is complaining about what you don't have, or what somebody didn't do for you, or what you think you deserve that you're not getting, right? That's what I'm talking about. And we do it, it's so ingrained in us that we do it so much that we don't even realize that we're doing it. So think of the language that you're speaking as a spell. Think of it as a prayer, if that makes you more comfortable. Think of it as a wish. Think of it as a desire. However you want to think of it. But just pay attention to the words that are coming out of your mouth, because you're speaking to the universe. The universe hears what you're saying and says, okay, I got it. So I'm going to match that energy for you. So if your life feels that there's nothing but one problem after another, the universe is going to say, okay, well, that's what they're asking for, one issue to deal with after another. Instead of saying, I am abundant, I am peaceful, I have everything I need, right? And being grateful for what you have. So just pay attention to your words. Think of them. I do anyway. I think of my words now as spell casting. Listen, I'm not always perfect, but I catch myself a lot more now than I ever did before. All right, everybody, take care.